Good morning, students. In the last class, we have started grammar and vocabulary of the lesson. What can $1.11 do? Today, we will be completing the remaining part of the grammar. Okay. In the last class, we have seen question mark, exclamation, and apostrophe from the grammar part, isn't it? So today we all again will be dealing with the apostrophe. See here, the apostrophe is used here to talk about something that belongs to somebody or something, but it is also used to indicate the omission of a few letters, thus forming short forms or contractions. Don't is the short form of do not. Similarly, am is the short form of I am. June 9 is the short form of June 2009. In this case, apostrophe indicates that some letters or numbers are omitted. So here what they are saying is apostrophe is used here to talk about something and something that belongs to somebody or something, and but it is also used to indicate the omission of a few letters. So what they are saying is apostrophe is used to talk about something which belongs to somebody or somebody, but it is also used to indicate the omission of few letters, thus forming short forms or contractions. So to form short forms or contractions, this apostrophe is used. So see here, don't is the short form of do not, and similarly I am is the short form of I am, and whereas June 9 is the short form of June 2009. So here what did you understand is apostrophe indicates that some letters or numbers are omitted, isn't it? So read the following sentences and identify the contracted form. Rewrite them in long form. See here, first one. I don't know, she replied. He's really sick and mummy says he needs an operation. So here what you have to write the full form. First one, I do not, D-O-N-O-T, do not I don't, you have to write I do not know, she replied. He is, he is really sick, no? Instead of that you have to write he is really sick and mummy says he needs an operation. So first one what you will be writing is I do not, instead of don't you have to write do not, D-O-N-O-T. No, she replied. He is, not his, you have to write he is really sick and mummy says he needs an operation. Second one, but daddy can't pay for it. So what you will be writing? Second one, but daddy cannot pay for it. What you will be writing? Cannot, C-A-N-N-O-T, cannot pay for it. Third one, let's see if I have the kind of miracle he needs. So here what you will be writing? Let's means let us, L-E-T, let, U-S, us, let us see if I have, H-A-V-E, have the kind of miracle he needs. So I think you have understood this. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. Third is read the following story. They have given us a story here. Two rats fell into a milk pot. The first rat stopped making attempts to swim, thinking that no one would save it. So it drowned and lost its life. The other rat decided to continue swimming in the pot round and round. After some time, the milk turned into curd. The rat sat on it and thus saved its life. So, what is the story here? Two rats fell into a milk pot. So, the first rat, what it thought is, it thought that no one would save it, and it stopped swimming. Means it stopped making attempts to swim, thinking that no one will save it. So, what happened? It drowned into the milk and it's lost its life. Whereas the other rat, what it thought is, it decided to continue swimming. And how did it swim? It swimmed round and round in the pot. And after some time, what happened? The milk turned into curd. Curd means it will be thick, isn't it? It will not be like milk, means not in a liquid form. Curd will be thick. So the rat sat on it and thus saved its life. So this is the story. Look at the verbs underlined above. They fall into two categories as shown below. So here there are some words underlined in this story, isn't it? What are they? One is fell, another is stopped, lost, decided. So see here, look at the verbs underlined above. They fall into two categories as shown below. If you see here, regular verbs, present tense and past tense. What is the present tense? Decide. What is the past tense? Decided. Isn't it? Here D is added. And another is stop. Stop means present tense is stop. Past tense is stopped. Here ed is added, isn't it? Whereas in irregular verbs, fall. Fall means present tense is fall, past tense is fell. And the other is lose. Means present tense is lose, past tense is lost. So here decide, decided, stop, stopped. These are regular verbs. Whereas fall, fell, lose, lost, these are irregular verbs. Means they don't relate with each other when compared to these words. Here in the regular verbs, if we add D or ED, we can pronounce it easily. Whereas here the words will completely be changed, isn't it? So it is called irregular verbs. The past tense form of regular verbs are formed by adding D or ED to their present tense forms. Irregular verbs have different forms for the present and past tense. Here are some irregular verbs. So here they have given some irregular verbs, present tense and past tense. What are they? We will see. Fall, fell. Give, gave. Rise, rose. Speak, spoke. Sing, sang. Leave, left. Teach, taught. Drink, drank. So these are irregular verbs because these present tense doesn't means these two are in different forms. They means if we add ed or d to the present tense, it won't become the past tense. So these are irregular verbs. Read the table given below and fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs. Write regular or irregular in the third column. So see in your textbook, here they have given 3 columns. In that, first one is present tense, second one is past tense, third one is regular or irregular. So here, see here, I have already written it for you. You write them neatly in your textbook with pencil. Okay, see the first one. They have given you only bought. It is the past tense. So what is the present tense? Buy. B-U-Y, buy. So present tense is buy, past tense is bought. So is it a regular or irregular? It is an irregular. So write irregular in the third column. Okay. And the second is clean. Present tense is clean. So what is the past tense? Here we are adding ed. So cleaned. It is a regular verb, isn't it? Close. Third one is close. We are adding ed to the present tense. So what it will be? Closed. Past tense is closed. So it is also regular. And they have given danced. It is past tense, isn't it? So what will be the present? Here they have added ed. So what will be the present? Dance. Dance, danced. It is also a regular one. So see here, past tense again, ate. Ate means, what is the present tense? Eat. Eat, ate. Isn't it? So it is irregular. Swim. They have given swim. Swim means swam. Swim, swam. It is also irregular. Take. Took. Take, took. It is also irregular. Think. In the past tense they have given thought for you, isn't it? So present tense, what you will be writing? You will be writing think. Think, thought. What it is also irregular, isn't it? So see the Roman number 4. Read the following sentences. Andrew needed a costly surgery now and there was no one to loan them money. Dr. Armstrong operated on Andrew without any charges. And within a few weeks he was back at home doing well. Observe the underlined words. They do not specify the exact amount or number, but quantify things. These are called quantifiers. The words no, none, any, a lot of, much, many, a little, a few, etc. come under this category. So in this sentence we see some words underlined. So what are they? See, there was no one. Underlined word is no. And also here see, Andrew without any charges. Any is underlined. And another thing is, and within a few weeks. Within a few weeks. Underlined word is a few. So here these words say that a few weeks means it doesn't give particular number, means it may be 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever. It doesn't give particular number, isn't it? So that type of words are called quantifiers. So in this there are still some more words like no, none, any, a lot of, much, many, a little, a few. These type of words are also used as quantifiers. See here, we use no or none to identify, we use no or none of to indicate not or not any in order to emphasize the negative idea in a sentence. So when we will be using no or none means to indicate no or not any in order to emphasize the negative idea in a sentence. And the second, you see, we use a few and a little to talk about a small number and quantity. So we will be using a few and a little to talk about a small number and quantity. Third one, much is used with uncountable nouns like sugar, and many is used with uncountable nouns like pen, book, etc. So when we'll be using much means which are uncountable, like sugar means we say sugar. I means we can weight it, but we can't count them. We can't count those crystals, isn't it? So it is called, in that situation we use much. Whereas we use many in which situation means which are means which we use means many is used with countable nouns like pen, books. Whereas you see, if you can say 10 pens, 5 books, these are countable, isn't it? So we use many in such cases. Okay, for example, they have given here, see, Chandu has so much interest in English that he reads one book a week. Chandu has so much interest in English that he reads one book a week. We can't we can't count interest, isn't it? So we use so much. He has many friends in schools, in school. So we can say how many friends we have. So we use many. He has many friends in school. See the Roman number 5. Study the table of marks secured by students in class 10 carefully. The minimum marks required to pass is 35. So here is a table with marks secured by students in class 10, means 10th class students marks list has been given to us, and the minimum pass marks required is 35. So see here in the table what all they have given: serial number, name of the student, marks secured in English. So they have given particular subject, that is English. So see here, Rani Lata, she got 65. Kamala 60. Lakshmi 73. Krishna 80. Bharat 64. Ganesh 75. Meghana 82. Meenakshi 63. Nitya 67. Sindhu 73. Chandu 80. Mani 71. Chinni 85, Ravi 67, Bhanu 67, Ramya 73, Salim 80, Sai 71, Ruchira 85, Nandu 67, Mary 62, Usha 64, Sharada 75, Bujji 82, Sandhya 63, Sridhar 67, Jyoti 73, Kumar 80, Swarna 71. So these are the marks secured by 10th class students in English subject. So see here, answer the following questions using no, none, any, a few and many. Write them down in your notebook. The first one has done for you. So you have to write this in your notebook. So what they are telling is, they are asking us to answer these questions using no, none, any, a few, many. So using these words we have to answer these questions. So for example, they have done first one for us. How many students have secured more than 70 marks? Students, here I have already written for you. You see them and write them neatly in your notebooks without any spelling mistakes. Okay. So see the first one. How many students have scored more than 70 marks? So what is the answer they have given? Many students have scored more than 70 marks, isn't it? Because see here, if you see in the table, there are so many students who secured more than 70 marks, isn't it? So first one what you write is, many students have scored more than 70 marks. Second, are there any students who have scored 90 marks? Did they score anyone? No one has got above 90, isn't it? So what you write is, none of the students has scored 90 marks. None of the students has scored 90 marks. See here carefully, don't write spelling mistakes. Already I have written here, okay. Second one is, none of the students has scored 90 marks. Third one, how many students have failed in English? Did anyone fail? No. So what you will be writing? None of the students has failed in English. Third one, what you will be writing is, none of the students has failed in English. Fourth one, how many students have scored below 60 marks? So they are asking how many students have scored below 60 marks. So what you will be writing? None of the students has scored below 60 marks, because no one has scored below 60. If you observe in the table, you can understand. So what you will be writing? Fourth one, none of the students has scored below 60 marks. Fifth one, how many students have scored between 64 and 75? So they are asking how many students have secured marks between 64 and 75. So what you have to answer is, a few students have scored between 64 and 75. A few students have scored between 64 and 75. I think you have understood and you have written them neatly. See, writing. Roman number 1. Tess had the habit of writing a diary. On the day when she heard the news that her little brother Andrew had a serious illness, she began writing the entry in her diary like this. What she has written, we will see. Today is a very bad day. What a terrible news. Mummy and Daddy are worrying so much about Andrew. My poor brother Andrew. Why such big illness? Shocked to know that he was in a danger. So, what they are saying is, Tess is having a habit of writing a diary. So, when she heard the news that her little brother Andrew had a serious illness, so she started writing the entry in her diary. So what she has written is, today is a very bad day. What a terrible news. Mummy and Daddy are worrying so much about Andrew. My poor brother Andrew. Why such big illness? Shocked to know that he was in a danger. So she has written like that. So what we have to do is continue the diary entry in your notebook. So we have seen some part that what she has entered in her diary, isn't it? So they are asking you to continue the diary entry, means you have to complete the diary entry in your notebook writing that imagine that what she has written, and you have to write them in your notebook. And the Roman number 2 is letter writing. Imagine that you were Tess and write a letter to Dr. Armstrong in your notebook, thanking him for saving the life of your brother. So, what they are asking you is you have to imagine yourself as Tess, and you have to write a letter to Dr. Armstrong saying that, means thanking him for saving your brother's life. So you have to write it in your notebook. So what is your homework for you? First one, you have to complete the diary entry imagining yourself as Tess, and another is letter writing, imagining yourself as Tess, and you have to write a letter thanking to Dr. Armstrong for saving your brother's life. So this is your homework, and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.